Hello guys, how are we? In this video I'm going to talk about the triple lock private hire rule, plus when and can you not pick up a passenger off the street. There's still so many people messaging me going, oh, can I do this, can I do that? Now in this video I'm going to cover about applying for hire, the triple lock rule, and anything to do with private hire and taxi license and picking up off the streets, carding the customers, etc, etc. I think it's a very important discussion. It's not going to be a long video. Do us a favour, sit back, relax, give us a little like, follow, subscribe, you know the score, leave me a little comment. YouTube loves interaction, and let's get this covered, because a lot of people do not know this ruling and they're going to get in trouble. Do you know what I mean? Nice one guys, I'll see you in a second. Hello guys, listen, I want to do a little video. So I've done a few TikToks on it, and I've done a few news articles recently about people getting trapped by the council. Not trapped, but getting caught by the council applying for hire as a private hire driver. And a lot of people don't even know the rules and regulations about it, right? And what has happened lately is one guy got like an 800 quid fine. He got into like major trouble for a £10 fare. The only reason I can't see him risking his whole livelihood for a £10 fare unless he just didn't know the rules. Right? People say to me, can I take my family? People say to me, can I card the customer and then pick them up? Stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to talk about it. But one thing I want to make you aware, please, guys. Every council has their own rules, right? Regarding this, yeah? This is just what I've heard, my opinion, and a couple of rules that I know of. But what I say in this video, don't take it literal. Please double check the rules with your council going forward, okay? But this is stuff that I've kind of heard or that I know of that you're worth double checking. So I might say something, it might not be 100% correct, but it makes you think about it and look into it. That's what I'm trying to do with the video. Please don't take this as fact, because some stuff I might not be 100% with your council. Do you get me? So, first of all, the triple lock rule. This is straightforward, it's a well-known rule, and every private hired driver should know it. And that is your vehicle, the driver, and the operator, same council, triple lock rule, right? So, as an example, I'm Liverpool, yeah? So I'm a Liverpool driver. I can only drive a Liverpool vehicle, and I can only accept work from a Liverpool operator, okay? The triple lock rule, yeah? So I can't be a driver, Liverpool driver, in a Liverpool vehicle and accept work from a Sefton operator. I can't do it. It's illegal, okay? I'm a Liverpool driver. I can't drive a Sefton vehicle. You get me point? Everything's got to be the same council, right? Every single private hire driver, stop taking work off the streets, stop taking work online or Facebook or friends and family. It is illegal, extremely illegal, unless you have your own operator's license, right? Or if you accept work from a private hire operator like Uber, like your local taxi company, like your local airport transfer company. But you got to make sure the airport transfer company has your operator's license for your license. Do you understand? So the guy that took these licensing officers for a tenner, he just mustn't have known the rules, and he've knocked on him. It's all right, mate, take down the road for the tenner. And he's like, yeah, just started, let's go. Do you know what I mean? And this is the reason why I'm doing the video. So the triple lock rule is very important with private hire, yeah? Especially with the operators. Now, there's grey areas that, to be honest with you, I don't know the rules of personally, but I don't take the risk, okay? So, one, I've actually dropped off at Liverpool airport, and a guy's knocked on my window and said, oh, can he take me into town? I've got my own ops license, yeah? So technically, I could go, here's my card, yeah? Give it 2 minutes, phone me up, and then I'll pick you up and take you. Do you know what I mean? But that's still kind of applying for hire, because you're picking them up off the street. Do you know what I mean? But if you give him your card and he phones you 2 days later for a booking, I'd say that's okay. Do you know what I mean? But this is my personal opinion. It might not be okay, because the rules are so grey and mismatched. Do you know what I mean? But when the fellas stood on the roadside, and because you got an operator's license, or you can't just go, hey, phone up, I'll answer it, and then I'll get in the car. It just shouldn't happen. You're still more or less, as an operator, you're still kind of applying for hire, which is taking work from the Hackneys, okay? So what you should do in that scenario, I'd say, listen, mate, book me next time, here's my card. Yeah, this is what I do, and then see those lads there with the orange lights on, go and give them a knock, they'll take you. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe next time you fly in, they could possibly book with me. Do you know what I mean? but don't risk it. Some people say, "Oh, give the card, leave the car park, give it 5 minutes and drive back in." Same again, you could possibly do it legally. I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't risk it. I'm the type of person that I wouldn't do anything to risk my license or my livelihood. So I'm quite straight, narrow. Everything's legit. Everything's spot on. If it's any little bit grey area, I probably won't do it because I'm risking my license. Yeah, and this is one of the scenarios. Now, one of the hard things that people struggle with, and it's still a big grey area, I don't know 100%, is taking family members. Just say you take it, or even not family, just say your neighbour Bob. Yeah, Bob loves going on holiday. He's got no money though because he spends it all on his holiday, right? He knocks on your door and goes, "Do us a favour, give us a lift to the airport, mate." Yeah? And what people say is, if you do not take money, not a penny, then it's not a pre-booked private hire job. It is friends and family. You can do that without an ops license. Myself personally, I wouldn't. Yeah? I wouldn't without an ops license. Yeah, I would if I got an ops license. Yeah, you can just book in with me, and I just won't take any money off them. But I can legally do that because I've got an operator's license. But as a private hire driver, just say you work for like Alpha or Uber, and a neighbour knocks on. Myself personally, I'll go, "Listen, mate, it's not. You won't be insured because it's not a book job with an operator." Do you know what I mean? But same again, I don't know if you can because it is a personal vehicle as a private hire vehicle. Do you know what I mean? But as an example, one of the lads dropped off at the airport the other week and drove out. He didn't have mags on, right? It was a job. It was a booking, but he didn't have mags on. He got took off the road about 2 hours later, right? The council clocked him dropping, didn't have mags, and took him off the road for no mags, right? They didn't know if it was a friend, family, booking, or nothing. So if they're doing that, they're just assuming that's a fare, and they took him off the road. So if you get pulled with a family member, and he holds me mum, she's not paying me, can you still do it, or yes or no? I'm not 100% sure myself personally. Without an ops license, I wouldn't be doing it. As a driver, I'd literally just accept work through an operator. Do you know what I mean? So don't forget, triple lock rule: driver, vehicle, operator. Now, a lot of people have just a license, just a private hire license, right? A lot of people just don't really know that you just can't take work without it being booked through. Do you know what I mean? Hackneys can. I'm going to go on to Hackneys in a second because there's a few grey areas there that I love Hackneys to comment and clarify for me as well. So, technically, as a private hire driver, yeah, you cannot take any bookings online, anywhere at all, only from an operator, okay? Yeah? You can get your own operator's license and start taking bookings in, but you still can't book in off the street and stuff like that, okay? So, private hire is now done and dusted. Here comes the Hackney. Don't forget, guys, Liverpool is dual licensed. I could phone the council now and switch my license to a Hackney license if I wanted to, because I am dual licensed, right? I've done all the knowledge test and everything else, so I can do either, okay? But with a Hackney license, right, technically, it's called public hire. So the council controls all their rates and everything else, but they are also technically their own operator, like a private hire, okay? So a Hackney driver has light on in Liverpool, can pick up off the streets, drop off and stuff like that. If the job goes out of his border, he can communicate a price. If the job is finishing within his border, he has to go from the meter. I'm pretty sure that's correct if you pick them up off the street. So that's a typical Hackney, how everyone knows Hackneys work, yeah? A Hackney can also sign up to a private hire operator like Alpha and work and take work off them on Alpha's system with an app. Light stays off and they are a private hire vehicle, okay? Also, a Hackney is also technically a private hire operator. Obviously, it's not called a private hire operator. I'm just trying to explain what it's like. So a Hackney is also like a private hire operator. So they can book in their own work, pick up and drop off wherever, like an operator can. So this is what I wanted to ask you guys, right? A Hackney is also can take pre-booked work. Now with the lights on, picking up on and off the streets is only in your borough. But if you're a Liverpool licensed Hackney, could you pick a job up in Knowsley Council as a pre-booked job and take them to Manchester Airport? That's one thing I'm not 100% sure on. So if you're a Liverpool, this is just an example, you're in Liverpool Council. Knowsley is a council next to Liverpool, guys. Yeah, so normally they could not pick up there with the lights on and pick up off the street. But can they pick up off a pre-booked job like an operator? So could a Hackney from Liverpool pick up a Knowsley, take to Manchester Airport? I'd love to know in the comments, guys. I hope this video's opened your eyes a bit, but the things I want to focus on just before I finish is a private hire driver cannot pick up off the streets, cannot accept work off, I'd even say friends and family, cannot accept work off neighbours, Facebook, WhatsApp, phone calls, anything. A private hire driver cannot do anything. It's very restricted. They can only take work from a company that has its operator's license, as in Uber, Bolt, and a local company, maybe an airport company, right? But remember, guys, not every company has every ops license, okay? Fun fact, Warrington is a town in between Liverpool and Manchester. Warrington turned down Uber's operator's license, right? So if you're a Warrington plated driver, you cannot work for Uber because they don't have an operator's license. But Liverpool and Manchester have an operator's license in Wolverhampton, and they all go to Warrington and work. And this is where the Cross-Border Hiring Rules and Deregulation Act makes no sense. Warrington said no to Uber. I want to protect me Hackneys and the local companies. So they turned down their operator's license. So their Warrington cars cannot work for Uber. We have stopped it. Uber still operates in Warrington. It's still busy in Warrington. All the drivers from all out of town areas and cities work Warrington. The only people who can't is the lads in Warrington. Boom. And that's why there is talks about stopping the Deregulation Act and etc, etc. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it, guys. Fun little fact for you. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know the score. Check out drivermatty.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Please let me know in the comments your opinion, your different council rulings, and was I right with the Hackney thing? I'm pretty sure I am, but I'm not spitting facts. I'm just speaking my opinion. Thanks, guys. See you soon.